so I'm back with another budgeting video. It seemed like a couple people were like interested and thought it was cool, so I figured let's keep it going. Why not? You know, trying to switch things up in 2021. All right, so just in case you missed my last video, I budget using the program called Ynab, which stands for You Need a Budget, and it is a zero-based how do you say, I don't know, I'm not a finance person. It's a zero-based budgeting system, meaning every dollar you have, you give it a job, you assign it something to do. It's similar to if you're familiar with like the envelope system, having envelopes that are labeled and you put cash in those envelopes and assign that money a job. So that's what we're doing with Ynab. There are other programs out there. I prefer Ynab. I've been using it for a few years now, and it's definitely helped me get my budgeting life together, money life together. Although I have fallen off the past few months, but that's besides the point. I'm back. So as you can tell by the title of this video, we will be budgeting my first paycheck for the month of April from DoorDash. So today's Tuesday, which is the day that I received my direct deposit from DoorDash. In the comment section, in the last video I made, somebody asked if I was still teaching. I'm not currently teaching. My main source of income is DoorDash, food delivery service. And yeah, so my paychecks do fluctuate week to week, depending on how many hours I worked. More I work, obviously, more money I'm gonna get. And the less I put in, the less money I'm gonna get. This week's paycheck is actually going to be pretty small compared to what I normally make in a week. And that's because I only worked 6 hours last week. I actually went on a trip to Florida. I just got back last night. So I went on a trip to Florida majority of last week. Therefore, I didn't really dash much last week. So that's why we're working with a paycheck that reflects 6 hours of work. So on that note, let's get started. I decided to be a little fancy or whatever, put together this little slide real quick, a little breakdown, so you know what we're working with. So April 6th is the day I'm filming this. Is the day I got paid, and DoorDash paid me. You can see here a total of $136.17. Like I said, I only worked 6 hours, so that's how much I made for the 6 hours I'd worked. So yeah, I always pull out my estimated taxes for that, because DoorDash does not pull out taxes. That is on the driver to do to themselves. So with gas mileage tracking, all that jazz, my estimated taxes for this check is $26.03. So as I mentioned before, I have an account with Acorns. There are 3 tiers of the account, just really quickly. The first tier is just an investment account, so Acorns Invest. There's a second tier, which includes the investment account, but also a later account, which is a retirement account. So that's where you can open up an IRA, and then you also get a checking account with that as well. And then the third tier, which is a family account, which includes all of those things I just said before, plus you have the ability to start investing, opening up a custodial account, so an investment account for your kids. I have the second tier one. Obviously, I ain't got no kids, so I have my DoorDash payment directly deposited into my Acorns spend account, which is Acorns' checking account. So my Acorns checking account. And the cool thing about that is you can set up a smart deposit, which will allow you to set a certain percentage from 0 to 100 of how much of that direct deposit is automatically allocated towards your invest account or your later account. So the investment account or the retirement account. So I personally set aside 20% of my paycheck to be allocated toward investing. So that total ended up being $27.23. So $5.45 of that went directly into my invest account, or into the stock market, whatever you want to call it. And then $21.78 of that went into my Roth IRA. So my actual money that I'm going to be budgeting is going to be $82.91. So I jumped into my budget over on Ynab. As you can see here, I'm looking at my Acorns bank account. And here you can see we have one new transaction to import, approve, or categorize. So that would be my DoorDash paycheck. So if I click on it, I can tell this money what category I want it to go to. But before I do that, I'm actually going to split it into multiple categories. And those categories are going to be those categories that I showed you on the breakdown. So the first category is going to be our estimated taxes. So the taxes that I said, so my estimated taxes are $26.03. So this money from my paycheck, $26.03, is going straight into the tax category. Next category is going to be Acorns, which is going to get $5.45. That is for my investing account. And then the third category will be my Roth IRA, which I said would be getting $21.78 right off the bat. Okay. And that should leave us with $82.91, which is correct. That is the amount I said that we would be budgeting. That we would actually be budgeting. So the remaining of that will go to be budgeted. And I'm gonna hit approve. Oh wait, sorry. So $82.91, and then I will hit approve. Bloop. And that $137 has now been broken down. Boop, 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 into my 4 different categories. And if I click on my budget, our to be budgeted green box at the top should say $82.91. Yes, perfect. So we're working with $80.91 to budget out. All right, so I remember that I decided that I was not going to be, oh no. I don't think I canceled Fenty this month. Oops. Timeout. Let me go see real quick. See, that's how they get you when you forget to skip. I think I forgot to skip. Yeah. Sure enough, I forgot to skip. Well, looks like I'm gonna need to budget $49.95 because I'm getting charged for that this month. Oopsies. I was definitely supposed to skip this month for Savage X Fenty because I did not want to budget for that. I did not need to buy anything, but you know what, I think I actually budgeted some of that for May. So I'm gonna fix this is I'm going to actually take this $50 that I budgeted for May, and we're gonna move that money to April, so that way it's budgeted, it's funded, and I don't have to use my monies now to do that. So yeah, let's go ahead and just yeet that money on out. Bloop. So that gives us an extra $50, and we're gonna bring that back to April. So that'll be prepared when that comes on my credit card tomorrow, supposedly, or today. Today's the 6th, so I should be getting charged sometime today for that. So there we go. Now we're good on that. All right. Anyway. So looking at April, everything's looking good with the exception of this free spending money. Looks like I only budgeted $17.97 for that. Not entirely sure why, but I'm going ahead and I'm going to hit this underfunded button, which will put $12.03 into that. So we're good to go there. Okay, so we're going to hop over to May. We now have $70.88 left to be budgeted. And if I scroll down here, obviously I want to see green. Yellow is okay. Definitely don't want to see any reds. So we're gonna go ahead and scroll down and make sure we don't have anything red. Okay, cool. So nothing is overspent or under budgeted, whatever you want to call it. So next we want to start filling in these yellow categories. Obviously, like I said before, I like to start at the top of my list and kind of work my way down, because for me, the way I have my budget set up for the most part, it's kind of set up in like it's prioritized, with the things on top being things that I want to fund before I fund things that are on the bottom. With the exception of that, all of our fixed monthly things are fully funded. If we look at the fixed yearly expenses, I'm fully funded for the amount of money I need to be saving for this month so that those bills are ready when that bill comes out. Daily living expenses. It looks like groceries is in massive need. It's only 12% funded, and gas is at 16% being funded. So I'm gonna just add a little bit here. I'm gonna add another $25 to groceries, and then I'm going to also add another $25 to gas. Yeah, so that leaves us at 25% funded and 33% funded. Let's see, I'm gonna hop down a little bit down to my side hustle category. I mean, it's not a super priority, so I'm actually just gonna put maybe $5 here for now. That puts us at $30 budgeted for May, and a 20% funded goal with $120 needed more. And then the vet, hopefully Una does not need to go to the vet anytime soon. Right now we have $15.88 left, so I'm gonna put in, we'll do $10 for now. That gives us $35. This for May, budgeted so far in May, and 87% funded, with $5 more to reach our goal. Should I just do it? I should do it, right? Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and just fully fund that and call it a day. All right, we met our goal for the vet. And yeah, so we have $80 saved up for Una and any vet bills that we need. I got 88 cents left, so that 88 cents I'm gonna actually just put towards my student loan for now. Oh, not $88, geez, 0.88. We'll go ahead and put that in there. And yes, all right. So we got some greens going. Love to see it. Love to see it. Still got a few yellows on the top that need to be filled in, and definitely a lot more partially / not even been funded yet stuff on the bottom here. So I intend on dashing obviously from tomorrow and the rest of this week on. So next Tuesday I'll definitely have a fatter check that I'll be able to budget. But that's what I was just able to do right now with my little raggedy $85 that was left after investing my money and pulling out tax money. All right, so that's the end of that. I just thought about it. I know some people might be curious why I pulled the acorns, like the investment money, out of my paycheck, and I have categories set up for that. It's because although you do have the ability to track your assets in Ynab, I personally don't like adding my investment accounts and things like that, just because to me that money isn't, like, what's the word, tangible. Like, it's not free. Like, I can't, if I needed that money right now, I couldn't grab it and spend it and use it. So I don't even look at that money. Once I put my money into the stock market or whatever, it's gone to me. I don't work that into my budget as money that's spendable, because it's not spendable unless I pull it out and all that jazz. So, and I don't intend on touching that money for a very, very long time. So I don't keep up with any of my investment accounts or anything like that in my budgeting. So that's why I have like an acorns category, and I categorize my investments into the stock market. And with Acorns, like even my regular Fidelity account, I know I have a budget. I have a category just called stonks, that's actually for my Fidelity account. So I consider my investment into the money that I invest into stocks and things like that. I consider it an expense. So I budget for that expense of investing my money, if that makes any sense. But yeah, anyway, I'm rambling. It's late. You could probably tell in my voice that I'm like tired because it's late. And I'm making this video, but I had to do it before it was too late, you know. I got that check. I said, "Ooh, I need to film this video because I got fresh money and I need to make it work." So I hope you guys enjoyed budgeting my first paycheck for the month of April. Like I said, it was a small one because I only worked a few amount of hours this week, but this next check that I get should be much bigger. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, leave them in the comment section. I'll try my best to answer them. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Oh.